Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
What's going on? We're live.
How's it going?
Hey.
Yo.
Happy hump day.
Happy
Yeah,
hump day.
that's what I'm talking about. Closer to the weekend.
That's right.
Yeah, bull weekends. I work every weekend.
Why you gotta do that to me?
Yeah, well, you gotta bring the vibes down. We want vibes up, only up.
Well, it's good for him. It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
This is his weekend.
Yeah, true.
He's got a long weekend every weekend.
What's a weekend? I don't even know. I work 7 nights a week.
Bro,
Seriously, I do.
8 nights a week.
So anyway, on that note, as everyone knows, I'm Fran LaSavage of Savage Ladies Metal. I am co-host on Wednesday nights to the one and only Rob of Concert Junkies from the East Coast. What's up, Rob?
Not too much. Guys, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hello, Joshua D-Day. I'm the singing vocalist of Normundy. Nice to be here.
Thank you.
Dylan Bain. I'm the rapper in Normundy.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jake. I play the bass.
His
The
name
least
is Jake
important
Bass.
instrument.
Bass is his last
These
name.
guys would say.
You guys, thank you for being here. Who are we missing?
We were missing Andrew Taylor on the drums and Cody IX on guitar. The latter has a kiddo, and so he's putting that thing to bed. And the former works like he's a workaholic, so he's also like he's actually 25, but he lives like a 75-year-old, so he's probably in bed too.
Well, thanks for trying to keep it young. We appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So usually I start out and lose myself, and Rob just kind of sits back quietly waiting for me to remember that it's his show. Yeah. so I am, and Daniel, bass for the win. I am going to let Rob ask the first few set of questions first. So we'll just jump into that mindset and get you thinking.
Should I go easy or hard this time around?
Go
Give
hard.
it to a
It's the
hard.
only way to
It's
do it.
hump day. Hard.
Stay hard,
Okay.
though.
If you could pick one song to describe you as a person, what song would it be?
Ooh. I mean, is it like conceited to say the song we just put out? Because that's probably what it would be.
No, just talk about okay, so what would a song be that you would describe yourself apart from
You got one? You got one, Jake? It sounds like you
Do
got one.
I have one? Oh man, there's so many songs. I mean, that's a really hard question to answer because different emotions can pop up in different songs, or different songs can bring out those different emotions in you. So I would say, as far as an overall song, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with "You're Crashing, But You're No Wave" by Fall Out Boy because that was the first song that really connected with me for some reason. I would sit on the bus with one of my friends and we would listen to that song on repeat because we just loved that song so much.
What is it about? I've not heard that song.
Honestly, man, I couldn't tell you. It's just a catchy tune, and it was I'm telling you, I've listened to that song so much, I could not tell you what it's about. I just love the song because it sounds so cool.
Moose, I'm glad you're back online and you can hear us. You guys remember Rock Moose, of course?
Of course I know Moose. I talked to Moose every other day.
Yeah.
Moose ain't a moose. He's the goat. He's a goat. He's a rock goat. Dylan, you got one? You know yours?
Oh, Lord. Of course, I'm going to
It's a really hard question to answer.
I know it is.
I know he's starting 10 out of 10. We did say hard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, probably one of the ones that, nobody's going to know what it is, but it's October in the Graveyard by Greaves. It's like a song. I think a lot of the stuff that resonates with me is introspective, and this one's it makes you think about your mortality, and
Yeah.
So what do you think about your mortality?
Oh, it's terrifying, but that's all we've got is this one go around. So at least that we know of. So.
Oh yeah.
Not waste your time and
live life to the fullest, all that. Yeah, if I going off that, I'd probably have to go. I mean, not like Jake said, there's a million perspectives you could take, but the One True Color by Enter Shikari, it's like it's I guess about it's kind of twofold. There's one side where it's about like you're a product of your environment and trying to break that mold as you grow into an individual, but then it kind of wraps up at the end with this like repeating bit that is like touching on the fact that, you know, life is crazy and it gets so hectic, but at the end of the day, it's super beautiful. And it's crazy that like we're all this product of a random, you know, collection of atoms and what we are. And it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. So that always resonated with me a lot. So that would be like number one, I would say.
Nice.
And what just happened?
Yeah, I think he just froze up a little bit for a
Oh,
second.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, he just kind of glitched a little bit. It happens.
Okay. I know. I heard something, and it just.
Right.
But yeah, those are ours.
I'll let you do a couple, Rob. Go for it.
All right. 2-day festival. First day female fronted, second dead or alive. Who are you having on the stages?
Ooh. Like you want us to build the whole lineup, female fronted, all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like, I mean, the obvious one, I know Jake is down with this. Like, you got to have Spirit Box on that bill, right? You got to have Paramore on that bill, but, like, they have to play the album Riot front to back.
Yes. Oh, I'm loving where this is going.
And Lorde. She's not a band.
Yes, Lorde.
Lorde is my,
Lorde in there.
Dude, Lorde is one of my favorite artists. That's like fun fact about me. That's my favorite pop artist. I love her. So those are my 3 additions. Boys, what you got?
Dude, Paris. Throw Paris on there.
Oh, yeah. Paris is good. PVRIS.
Hold on. What he means though is 5 for each of you. So you're not done yet.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's not as
Let's go around.
You can't repeat. Paramore, go.
I mean,
Paramore Spirit Box.
Back forth. Who was Dylan? Who do we see when we played Louder Than Life? Was it Mothica? Is that her name?
Yeah.
She was dope. I liked her. She was cool. Look, like I'm not
in
huge
this moment. In this moment,
yeah. Oh, dude, I had never seen Hailstorm before.
Hailstorm.
Bro.
Pretty Reckless. The Pretty Reckless.
Yeah.
Hailstorm is badass and live. And just as incredible as she is watching a video, she kills it on stage too.
Yes. She'd probably have to be on there too. Like, I don't know. I didn't know any of their songs, but just her range is wild, dude. I was like, how do you not blow your voice out every show you play? It's nuts.
I feel the same way about all of you guys to begin with. The way half of you scream and shit, I'm just like, dude, I bitch at people for 5 minutes and I lose my voice. They can't wait for me to shut up.
Yeah, no,
it's like a running thing. Like everyone's like always so careful about their voice, but I'm literally screaming all the time,
right,
nonstop. I'm always screaming.
Bro,
like there doesn't have to be an event going on, and I'm probably
so it was fate that you became a singer.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was written.
Let's jump to the dead or alive bit. I mean, obviously you gotta throw in some of the classics, like so when it comes to Chris Cornell, like I prefer Audio Slave over Soundgarden personally, so I would put Audio Slave on. I was gonna pick. And then, you know, you got to go with the other obvious one. Throw some Linkin Park on that bill. Get that, of course. I don't think there's anyone who wouldn't say that. And probably some, like, OG Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
Grunge guy. But I don't like Nirvana, though. I like all the rest of them. Don't love Nirvana.
You don't
What
like
else
Nirvana,
you got, boys?
Josh? I'm about to drive over there. And because I love
you like Nirvana? Dude,
I love Nirvana.
No, just kidding. No, what you guys got?
Dylan, your turn.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I consume so much. I can't even
Juice
think.
WRLD, right?
Juice, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, my Juice, Lil Peep, Triple X Tentacion.
Is he
I got
dead?
into that stuff. Yeah, he passed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a long time ago too.
I'm
Yeah.
not like really in that scene, so I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's like I'm the opposite of like I was like, yeah, I just know all these rappers that'll.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
like, bro, you want to go see Ghost Man? I was like, who the fuck's Ghost Man?
Ghost Man was nuts, dude. I've seen that guy. Same thing as seeing him there in Jelly Roll. I've seen them in 200 cap venues to go, and then they're headlining at Louder Than Life.
Yeah,
to see that progression is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jake, who you got?
All right, this is gonna be an out of pocket lineup. Okay, but get this. All right, here's what I'm thinking, and this is gonna blow everyone's minds if we can pull this off. Okay, we start the concert. Okay, with the Little Big. All right, the Russian EDM dubstep band, whatever you want to call it. They're a really fun band. We start with them, and then we jump to Pliny.
Pliny's not dead.
I know Pliny doesn't. It's dead or alive. It's dead or alive.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that.
Okay, and the Little Big isn't dead either. So Little Big, Pliny. Okay, and then we throw Earth, Wind, and Fire in there,
bro.
Just for fun.
Cooking.
And then we bring in Avenged Sevenfold with the Rev.
Ooh, yeah.
Just for nostalgia.
That's great.
And then Foo Fighters and the Rolling Stones do a tag team finale for an hour and a half. Don't ask me how that would work. I just think it would.
Dude, that's solid. Yeah. Dylan's laughing because Jake said tag team and throw him on stage.
Just literally throw him up on stage.
Just go on stage and they tag team. What?
Not like
much of those tickets.
Right.
Probably
yeah.
too much.
Oh,
no, dude, that's solid. I missed the alive part. So if I gotta add a couple more, my favorite guitarist in the world, his name is David Maxim Mashik. He's Serbian, so I'd have to throw him on the bill because I'm pretty sure it's the only way I would see him live ever because he doesn't tour. And dude, honestly, John Bellion, if you guys know who he is, he's a pop artist. I love his music. It's so weird. It's just weird pop. It's the last guy, back when I still listened to FM radio, it's the last guy I ever heard on the radio. I was like, damn, this is good. What is this? After 3 years of just hearing bullshit or whatever. So probably throw him in the mix. Dylan, did you miss anyone?
If I'm still going in that emo trap vibe, I'd probably throw Keep My Secrets on there. That's the guy I've been listening to the most lately. Because he fucks with Johnny Craig.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Right on. That's eclectic. All right, that's our answer.
It's definitely all over the place. I love it.
I know.
But that's how you guys roll, though.
What'd you say?
So that's how you guys roll, though. I mean, you guys aren't just one genre. You guys are a mix of everything, though.
Yeah, I mean, we all listen.
It makes sense to have a very eclectic, options and stuff between you guys. So that's cool.
Yeah, and that's the fun of it, Everybody, maybe there are a few people out there who only listen to one genre, but whether you listen to Russian death metal, I guarantee when you cook, you're listening to cooking jazz, if you need some love making music, you're not playing Russian death metal when you do that. You know what I mean? So
I might.
I
might.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation.
Depends on the mood I'm in, what's going on. Yeah, a lot of everything I listen to depends on that.
Right.
Depends on if you had a fight earlier or not.
Really
if I'm in a bad mood, I'll throw on Slayer. No questions asked. Specifically, Raining Blood.
Oh,
yeah. Rob, you want to go another, or you want to push it off?
I'll push it off.
All right. So you guys, to the business side of Normundy, You guys are from Indianapolis. Yeah. Again, thank you for making the time on Hump Day to join me and Rob. And it's really cool. I love introducing Rob to a lot of the bands from the Midwest. And he introduces me a lot to the East West, from the East West, the East Coast and whatnot. And we're finally starting to get involved with the West Coast. Yeah. So we're only going coast to coast. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys, 2022 has been really, really good too. You guys have been going. A lot of really cool shit's been happening your way. What have you guys been up to? You want to tell everyone?
Yeah. So, recap of 2022, we did some touring. We pretty much officially launched Bane being a rapping vocalist, because like I said, he had joined, and I officially joined in October of 21, but we didn't start doing performances with him until 22. So did a few mini tours, did our major festival debut at Louder Than Life, which was just a phenomenal experience. Started working with a new mix engineer who put together Stride, our new song, for us, and he's working everything else as well. His name is Mike Martinson, and he is just a boss. The guy we were working with, he became too much of a hot commodity, and so it was going to take too much time, too much money to get it all back. We're still an independent DIY band, so you got to make those shifts where you can. Filmed the music video for our song Stride that came out, and really just all across the board, it was basically 2022 was a tee-up year for 2023. So getting all the pieces in place, getting to know the right people, getting our business formed on the back end, things like that. All the not so sexy but important administrative stuff that have to be done as you convert a band into a full-fledged business. 2022 is the year of taking care of all of that, so that 2023 we can be dropping a single every single quarter, or more or less. We're trying to do 3 or 4 singles this year, so that we could sign with a company called Curtain Call Records, which is helping us with radio promotion. And then we're working with Adam Ramey of Dropout Kings to help with promo on our new song Stride. And they've been good bros for a while now, and he just does great work. So again, making those relationships, trying to get everything set so that everything we release this year is able to just pop the fuck off. Because we know that our sound is there is not much else out there like it, because it's so eclectic and just an amalgamation of a lot of things, and it's been great to see the response that has gotten as of late. It's been very positive, and you never know with things that are that wild and out there how people are going to take it. So it's good reaffirmation on the reaction that we've gotten, and now we just use those tools that I just mentioned and work with those awesome people that I threw out. Rock Moose, another awesome person. Hopefully he's still in the chat, but he linked us up with some of those connections as well, and really helped get our heads on straight. And I know people say it, but we fucking mean it when we get there. Everybody who helped us on the way up, we're bringing everybody with us. It's just been a really humbling and awesome experience to see the support we've gotten over the past couple of years.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I met you guys actually because of Rock Moose. I met you guys at the Illinois Metal Fest.
Yeah, and
that was definitely really, really cool. But let's talk about your latest single, Stride. That is a great video. I mean, the music, the sound. I mean, like you said, it's a very eclectic sound. And honestly, it made me think of Linkin Park. Ironically, you said that earlier. And I'm actually a very, very huge fan of Linkin Park. I was really big, on them in the 90s growing up. That's what progressed my way into everything's wrong. But your sound is very similar in many ways, and so it grabs me even more, but then the whole song, I didn't realize how long your hair, I said yesterday to you, I'm like, man, your hair grew.
Right. I know. Yeah, I know. You had that one picture of us from I think it was from 2018. And I used to get a one cut on the sides, little faux hawk, douchey faux hawk on the top. Not that all faux hawks are douchey, but mine definitely was. Let me touch on the sound for a second, and then Jake, I think you would be great to chat about the video specifically.
Yeah, I would love to know.
I was hoping you'd let me talk about the video. Now,
Jake talk.
Right? Yeah.
Let me talk. Oh my gosh.
Dylan, chime in where you want to. But yeah, with the sound, We got that comparison a lot when we first started and released our debut record, The Depths Below. I think that record especially had that like real Linkin Park like tinge to it. And so that has been actually a challenge of ours, is like breaking out of that sound. Because, like From Ashes to New, let's use them as an example here. I think their music is great, but I think it is like the exact same formula that Linkin Park used for the most part. There's subtle differences here and there, but so it's like, okay, how do we take, because obviously our most prominent elements are like the rock / metal and the rap. And, how do we take that sound and really break the mold with what we're doing? So first, that like EDM dance hall kind of element that we add in. So one, like from a sonic perspective, it just creates a little bit of a different feeling. And then two, in the live scenario, it just creates a different atmosphere. Like people don't really mosh at our shows. They more so like jump and they're like swaying their hips, dancing, having a good time. It's a lot more like posy experience, I would say. Which I love, because like when I go to a concert, I'll mosh for sure, but I'm not trying to like get fucked up in the pit, Like I'd rather just jump around, maybe a push pit, and like wave my hands, have a few beers or a few whiskeys or whatever, and just like vibe without getting like pissed off at somebody. So that's the environment we try to create, and we use the sound to kind of try to do that. And then obviously integrating like some metalcore elements as well. Dylan has been a great addition on that front, with being able to provide the like good fucking guttural screams that we have never had before. And then on top of all of that, I've gotten really into like progressive metal music, especially like instrumentally over the past 2-3 years. And so injecting a lot of that into like the guitar work, so that there's a little more substance there than just like power chords and some of the instrumentation that you're hearing. Dylan, did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's kind of fortunate for us that the kind of new metal trend is kind of rearing its head again. So that kind of, with the rap metal combo kind of helps us a lot. But yeah,
man, I remember saying to you at Louder Than Life in September, like 80% of the bands who were there had some sort of either trap or hip hop or sometimes even like R&B element infused into their music. Like pretty much every chorus you hear like you hear like the artificial hi-hats. You drop into a verse and you hear like 808s constantly, like guest vocals, all that shit. And it's like that was another form of like that reaffirmation of like, okay, seems like we're doing the right thing. And that's what Stride was all about, was taking all those things that we would use to like summate ourselves and inject it all into this one song, show the world like, hey, this is the direction that we're headed in. And, if you fuck with it, come with us. If you don't, this is what we're going to sound like. So go listen to something else, and that's fine. There's 7 billion people in the world. We'll find our niche and our homies who are going to follow us to the very end. And again, it's just been wild to see that like come to fruition. But Jake, you want to touch on the video a little bit?
Yeah, so the video actually sparked, I was actually spending, like, I think I spent the night at your house, Josh, or something. And the next morning we were probably hungover. Usually.
Absolutely.
But we were probably hungover, and I was like, we just kind of got to talking about like the music we were starting to make, and kind of where the direction of everything was going stylistically, and how that was going to play a role in what we were doing. And then Josh kind of was sparking some ideas. He had some things he had already thought about. And the reason I was on my phone earlier is because I was looking for this, Josh, but I have like a 3-hour recording of us just talking about, our ideas of, the direction of everything. But for this video specifically, we were really diving deep into, okay, so let's think about where we are now and how that's transitioning to the future, where we're going to end up. And one of the things that Josh had mentioned was, let's start thinking about this, otherworldly type of thing. We just entered the void. Where does that lead? Where does that put us? So where is our next point of attack for, what are we going to start making? What's our idea behind our new product? And that kind of came to in the form of like, a new planet, a strange place, something we haven't seen before, something we haven't done. So, I mean, we just hashed out all the details. Let's talk otherworld. We have somebody who just entered the void per se, and they're coming out, they're reaching a new world, a new horizon, with a whole range of different obstacles to tackle. What is that? What does that mean for everyone in this story, I suppose? So, we tried to reach out to new planet. This person went through the void. They're crashing on this planet. They're trying to figure out what to do with themselves, kind of get a grasp on what's happened and how to move forward and keep pushing past what they've just been through. I mean, there's a lot, there's not a whole lot that beats crashing in a spaceship, but I suppose an alien monster would do. So, we kind of just built this story where this person was, just got through the void, crashed on a new planet that no one's ever seen before. Oxygen levels seem to be nominal, but something's stalking her. There's always something around the corner, that kind of feeling where it's like, expect the worst, but hope for the best type of thing,
Right.
to where you are always vigilant, but, there's, you can always just push through everything, or at least you have to try. So that was kind of the basis behind the idea of the music video, and kind of the little bit behind the plot as well.
Well, the video is definitely really cool. Who was the actress? She did a great job, by the way. She did a really, really good job. So props to her on that.
Yeah, her name's Micah Tia. She's a friend of ours. She's like a model. So I think this might have been her first acting gig, and yeah, she just crushed it. The beginning when she's in like the cryo chamber, that was a legitimate cryo chamber. So that was like her real visceral reaction of being like cold as shit, like freaking out because
it was a legitimate reaction.
Yes, yeah. So that was really neat. And then actually the guy who played the alien creature, that is our old rapping vocalist Gabriel, the guy who's upstairs staying with me right now. So it was really cool to like have that full circle experience. And then of course we got to shout out our boy Yog Hall. He is the video director.
Day.
I guess Jake was more the director, but he was the videographer.
No, he had a massive hand in that. I mean, we may have had the idea, and I think we executed it about as good as we could have. And I really do have a lot to thank to Yog for that, because he was very hands-on. He's very easy to work with, and he
loves collaborating.
He loves collaborating, and he can kind of visualize, what we want. And I think he did a fantastic job for, the resources we had to work with.
Yes. Yeah. And like, if nothing else, just the color grading of the forest being those hues of purples and
that was my biggest I don't know if he's
because that was
like the biggest thing behind Josh and I's conversation was this forest has to be purple. I want it purple, pink. I want it not alien. Green. Yeah, I want it to be another world, and another world with a different sun. Cool. There is a chance that, there is some truth behind that, I believe. Like plants or like foliage the color of it's determined by the type of sun that's providing the
it's all just evolutionary,
right?
It's just dependent. But a different planet, in the same way that a different an island here on Earth would evolve in a different way. And so same thing with the like sentient tree creature. What's a tree creature? Well, we didn't
What's up for the tree creature now?
We didn't, or I did an interview yesterday with local band Smokeout, and we were chatting. The chat was dropping some stuff, and they had asked about the tree creature, and what had happened with the suit. And I told him it's taking up a bunch of real estate in my garage, like just trying to keep it protected.
I wanted to ask about that too. I don't want to know about the suit. I want to know about that mask.
Yeah, so that was
that is a beautiful. I mean, that's all nature. I mean, that's from what I could see. It's just like grass moss. It's twigs.
Sarah.
I mean, did you guys all have something to do with putting that mask together, or did one person do it?
Slightly, but it was more so my fiance Sarah. She also like runs our merch, does a lot of our graphic design work. We gave her the idea.
Job.
She sketched it out. We told her that looks dope, and then she put it together. And the mask itself is actually green and beige and natural colors. Same thing.
Nature. It's all nature. It's nature.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks badass. You did a great job.
Yeah, she crushed it. So me and our guitarist Cody, his dad was gonna cut down a tree, a huge fucking tree, like a week after when we needed wood. So we had this already dead tree that we could strip without having to like kill a living tree. And it was easy to tear apart too. So we rip all this wood off. I have like 8 buckets of it, throw it in my trunk. My trunk is still all fucked up from throwing all this wood in there. But we bring it home, and Sarah starts putting this thing together. It's a morph suit at the base, and then the real bark like armor is adhered all over the thing, and then moss was used to patch those holes along with airbrush, and then it was the same idea for the mask itself. And in the video, it all is purple because it fits like the hues of the woods of the alien planet. But again, in real life, it's green. The reason we're protecting all of it is because we are planning to do a trilogy of music videos for this album cycle. And last night when I mentioned that in the chat, somebody said a trilogy, which I really liked.
Oh no.
Like that.
It's
like wah wah wah, but yeah, it makes you smile.
Yeah, it's definitely
who posted that, and we're gonna have a conversation.
And that is cute. I'm just gonna say that is funny.
I agree. Yes. So yeah, that's a little bit of background on that.
It's okay. I'll be cheesy with you, Josh. It's okay.
I appreciate it.
But no, I mean, that's a killer video. I mean, the mask was badass. When I was looking, I'm like, dude, what the hell? I'm like, that's cool looking. The way she made it happen, the video was awesome. Now, let's see. I'll go past those questions. Now that was your latest single. How many singles did you release last year?
Last year, we released nothing. We dropped our record.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was going to say, I don't think there was anything else besides this one.
Yeah, so that was, just to touch on that for just a second, our like stream count across platforms was pretty much the same last year as compared to 2021. 2021, I want to say we dropped 4 singles plus a full-length record. So to see the number be like the same last year when we released nothing.
I mean, that's pretty good though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the audience retention there it blew my mind, because going into pulling all that data and analyzing all of that, I was like, fuck, like we're all gonna be real sad because we didn't do as well as last year. And I was like, mentally, I was like, okay, how am I gonna present this to the guys in a way that lets them down gently? Because you expect for the numbers to go down if you don't release anything.
Right.
I was very wrong and very blown away. So obviously we're expecting just bigger, better, badder this year. Now that we are.
And that's awesome encouragement too.
Yeah.
It makes you know it's like, dude, I didn't even do anything, and I'm still grabbing everyone's attention. So I'm doing something.
Yeah.
So now this is the first single that you dropped of the year. You dropped that January 1st, right?
Yes. Kicking the new year.
How's that been going since you dropped it?
It's been going phenomenal. We've worked with a few like the people I mentioned earlier, so we're pushing like advertisements, obviously, and working with some influencers and that kind of stuff, but also the organic response itself before any of that even kicked off was by far the most explosive I have ever seen in a release with this band. It was just crazy, and I don't think there's one comment anywhere of somebody hating on this song, which is so unusual, especially in this genre. Because we usually get lumped into like metalcore. I wouldn't really describe us as metalcore, more like hard rock, but that genre, there are a lot of haters out there, and they're like, "This shit is bitch. This shit is not heavy enough." All that. But no, actually nothing.
To each their own. You're doing your music for you and whoever wants to hear it. You know, if someone doesn't like it, out of sight, out of mind. That's how I see it.
Exactly. Yeah, Jake and Bane, you guys have anything to add on the response we've seen?
I've been watching that shit like a hawk. It's looking pretty good. I'm not upset. I mean, the only thing is that I have to say is would probably be like, go take a listen, give us a like. It takes like 3 seconds if you like it. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, it really does help. Every little like, every little share, it helps. If you dig it. Don't be ashamed about it. Everybody likes music. You should like our music because it's pretty good too.
the Fallout mascot.
No, I know. No, I'm actually pretty impressed. The YouTube channel kind of popping off. I mean, we've for as long as it's been dormant, we've been getting a lot of YouTube response as well, and that's kind of what was one of my biggest goals last year was getting this YouTube thing off the ground because we do want to have a stronger media presence, and I think YouTube and TikTok are a market that we're starting to get into, and we're definitely going to be ramping up the volume in those areas. So definitely take a look. I know those are some very popular sites for some people, and if that's the case, give us a follow. We'll be posting a lot of content coming up this year.
Killer. Hey, Rob, you want to go?
This is a fun one. If you could bring 3 snacks from the 90s back, what would they be?
Wonder Balls. Wonder Balls is number 1.
No hesitation on that. Wonder Balls.
God.
That's what I'm throwing in. What you boys got?
3 snacks from the 90s?
Doritos 3D.
What is that?
It's
Bro.
like
you just dated yourself, Dylan.
I know, dude. It was sent from the 90s.
Wait, what was the name of it?
Doritos 3D.
Shoot.
Where it was
they came back out, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's missing. I always like Snickers and M&Ms.
Yeah, that's like that's where I'm at. It's like whatever I liked is still around. So.
Just supersized McDonald's meals. Bring that.
No, I've never had one of those, and I don't think I ever would want to.
Me either, but dude, on tour, that would actually be so clutch.
That would literally
that's like
feed
2
everybody.
meals in one. It's insane.
That's what I'm saying. You pay $7, you feed the whole van. And you
now $7 barely gets you 1 meal. It gets you a couple.
Yeah, I know. You probably, and it's McDonald's, so you could probably throw it in the gas tank, and it would light on fire and fuel the thing.
Hey, is that cheaper than fuel? Or?
I mean, technically, at this point, it could be.
Yeah, it's going up again.
How many McChickens does it take to get like 200 miles?
To run the Nomad. That's what we're the Nomad. We got to come up with a new van name, by the way, boys. We're probably getting a new van in the next couple weeks because ours is. It's not the worst ever, but with the volume of touring
people name it. Let's do a poll.
So you're gonna change the band's name?
No, the band.
No, not the band. The van. Just the van. Just the van.
Oh, the van. I thought you said band. I'm like,
oh hell
no.
Horrible idea. Yeah. No, when bands change their name, unless there's some sort of legality, like where they have to, I'm always like, why did you do that? You just lost so much brand value. Unless somebody in your band got like canceled or something, then I understand. But like other than that, or if you're getting sued, do not change your name. That's such a bad idea. But no, the van name, because our current van is the Nomad. So we're gonna get a new van.
We're getting a new van, everybody.
A brand new
Drop the names. Drop new van names in the comments.
Yes. Ooh, I see Bruce asked a question. What is your going to perform live?
Yeah, Moose, what is your favorite song to perform live?
Jake or Bane? You go first. I keep answering first.
I would say Singularity.
Oh,
because-
really?
Yeah, I hate that song, but I love playing it.
That's great.
What's up, Persevere? Thank you for the
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so
what's
much.
up, guys?
Appreciate that.
Me and Rob interviewed them last week. Last
Yep.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Where are they
Nice.
based out of? You remember where they're based out of?
Who, Persevere?
Yeah.
Indiana. It's
Oh
one of your
shit!
homeboys.
Okay.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, they're one of your
I'm
homeboys.
Persevere.
They're
Sorry.
hometown.
We'll
Well,
hit
not
you up.
hometown.
We'll
Close
hit you
enough.
up. Let's play a show.
Home state. Yeah, they actually just played here this past weekend. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, it was cool seeing them again. Since the last time I saw them was the fest, just like the last time I saw you guys.
Yeah.
Met a lot of really cool people. You know, Rock Moose, man. He brought some good bands in there. Introduced me to a lot of really cool bands like you guys that I didn't even know existed. So I'm really stoked that I met you guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, well, we sent them a like, so hopefully we can get together and make something.
Yeah, they said they're out of Lafayette, so we could link up together. Yeah.
Beers?
No, that's Fort Wayne. Goober.
Oh, I'm silly.
It's
Mate, what's your favorite song to perform live?
probably Black Magic and Blood Money, just because I scream my throat out and pop blood vessels, and then the back and forth that you have, I always like that. So
Yes, yeah, that was gonna be mine, but I won't say that because we want to keep it fun. So honestly, I would have for second place. I'd probably have to go with "Take Me Away," the first song this band ever released.
Take Me Away.
Like, okay, there's a reason why. There are two reasons why. One, because the rap battle that happens is always fun every single time. And two, because that is the last song we typically perform, and by
He's
the
out.
audience, because that's
Freeze
something
again.
that you have to do.
You cut out.
Huh?
You cut out a
Oh
bunch.
no!
I know.
Am I good? Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah, you're back, man. You're good. You froze
you're
for
back.
about 3 seconds, 5 seconds.
I'm sorry, but yeah. So, one, because of the rap battle that we do in that track, it's just always fun. The audience responds really well, and two, because as a still up and coming band, I wouldn't quite call us local, but we're not quite regional either. We're somewhere in between, and so a lot of the markets we're performing in, it's still the first or second time that we're playing there. So we still have to earn the respect of the audience each time that we come out on stage. It's all these people we've not seen before. And throughout the performance, it's just seeing people. They start off just standing there, everyone's doing this, you know what I mean? Crossing the arms, all that. And eventually heads start nodding. And I'm looking like a fool up there. We're all moving around crazy. I'm telling people to wave their hands and shit. And by the time we do Take Me Away at the end of the performance, at the end of that song, I ask people to wave their hands back and forth one last time to close it out as we're doing the final bit. And every single time that we do that, it's probably 90% audience participation. And so it's just the payoff of seeing we did it, we have brought these people into our corner, and it's just such an awesome experience. And it's not even so much related to Take Me Away, the song specifically. It's just what happens when we get to that point in the lives.
Right. No, it's not even that. It's just and that's cool. And the feeling you get, man, when you see that your energy is affecting everyone else, and they start getting into it. The vibe just becomes intense, and it just pumps you more. The more you see them pumped, the more you're gonna get pumped. And then that's when the shit really it becomes even more fun.
Yeah.
If I'm not incorrect, I'm pretty sure when we were playing Moose Fest, I went out and moshed with the mosh pit, and then got headbutted by one of the guys from Saint Tragedy.
Yeah, you did.
It was hilarious.
Oh, that's so funny.
You know what I mean? You get amped enough.
Oh,
I will be out there with my bass, hopefully not hitting anybody.
Yeah.
You
know what? Yesterday, over the weekend, I got knocked around a little bit with the Persevere show. I'm sitting there, standing back, trying to take pictures, right? And I forgot who the hell it was, but when somebody kept bumping into me, going, "Hey, Fran," and I'm like, dude. After 2 more minutes, I'm like, game on. And I just went right after him. And I just started throwing him into everyone. And he's like, whoa. And I'm like, you want to go?
You're the one that wanted to mosh.
Yeah, it's like I'm usually there. I'm hanging out. I'm chill. But if you're going to start bumping into me, game on. That's not small. I will knock you down. You know? And everyone starts backing off. I did it for like 2 minutes. I mean, he was laughing. And we were having a great time. It was awesome. But, you know, I try to stay out of the mosh pits. It's not because I can't be in them. It's because I don't know my own strength. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, right.
Don't get in a mosh with this one.
Yeah. If you see me in a mosh pit, just stand back 3 feet naturally because I talk with my hands.
Yeah.
But no, it was. I mean, you guys put on a killer show. The first time I saw you guys was, last year. It was awesome. But you guys had some really cool shit last year. I mean, obviously releasing a new song was cool. That was this year though. Yeah, and you guys did do Louder Than Live. Which night did you guys play on?
We were Sunday, right? Yeah, we were the Sunday. Yeah. We performed at like 2:30 or so when we went on, because there was like rain in the morning, lightning, all that kind of shit. Yeah, around 2:30, and again, it was just another one of those scenarios where it was just so humbling, because we started our performance with probably 200 or 300 people, maybe, and ended with, I would say, close to a couple thousand if you factor in the people who were like at the tables and shit, watching from afar and all that. But definitely 1,000 up on the barricade. It was just bonkers. Yeah, crazy experience.
That's awesome.
Were you able to catch anybody?
Yeah, we actually, me and Bane were there for the entire duration of the festival. So, handing out wristbands, letting people know about our set. But we caught a lot of acts. Dylan, who are some of your favorites? I know you had some.
God.
Were you guys there the whole weekend or just Sunday? I mean, I know your show was Sunday, but were you there for the whole
Me and Bane were there.
Josh
the whole
and I were,
weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
God, I can't remember. I like being able to see Horror. I hadn't seen them yet. Who else?
Trash Boat, Killer.
Trash
There you go. Yeah, they're really good. Slipknot, of course, dude. Slipknot was my favorite of the weekend.
Let me tell y'all, I was only there for Saturday and Sunday, and I caught Bloodywood, Dropout Kings, Papa Roach.
Yeah, Papa Roach.
And I'm gonna say right now, those three were like my favorites. They were all three of those guys. Bloodywood freaking killed it. I was like, yo, I have never heard of this band before, and they were so good.
Amazing. I don't know that name either. It's not ringing a bell.
They're from India.
Where are they from?
India.
India.
So this
is the name of it? I'm going to check them out.
Bloodywood.
Bloodywood?
Bloodywood.
Yeah, it's like It's like a playoff Bollywood. Bloodywood. Yeah, so I don't know what the instrument is called, but they came out with a guy who's playing this traditional-looking Indian street drum using these thin sticks, and it just has that distinct sound, that like metallic, twangy sort of sound that you hear in any Indian street that you might listen to. And so it's a screaming vocalist who's just big and has beautiful. They all have beautiful hair, but comes out in this traditional garb, and you're like, what am I in for? And then the down-tuned guitar comes in. They have a real drum kit too, all that. They do rap as well. So it's just an awesome experience. And they're all about sharing their culture with all of us. And it was just super, super neat. Yeah, Jake, I'm with you. That was definitely a highlight.
That was definitely high. I went up there. I was like, "You're kidding! What is this?" And
it's
like,
so dope.
It's Bloodywood, dude. Like, this is awesome.
Well, the only reason we went and saw them because I had a Facebook ad from them literally like 6 years ago, so long ago, when they dropped their first single. And it was a very mid video, and the production of the audio is also like fine. But it was just so cool. The idea was so cool. And what they're doing is so neat, like bringing that sound and that culture to the West, which I love anything like that. I'm a travel junkie, so anything like that I'm all about. So it really resonated with me, and I saw their name on the lineup. I was like, no way. It's that band who I got an ad from years ago. They had like 2,000 likes on Facebook, real tiny, and now they're huge and they're doing these festivals every night. Like, it was awesome.
Bloodywood, I crowd surfed at Papa Roach for the first time ever. That was really cool. And then meeting Jacoby for like a few minutes, that was cool too. We ended up meeting, like saying, "Oh, hey, what's up, Jacoby?" He's like,
He
"Hey,
came up to
guys,
us.
hey."
It was dope. Yeah, super humble guy, down to earth guy. He's awesome.
So that was cool.
You did miss Bring Me the Horizon though on Thursday. That's close second.
Don't even
for best
say
performance
that.
of the weekend.
Okay.
They just put on an incredible show. I think I've seen them 3 times now, and like the production has just gotten insane. But they don't rely solely on the production. There are a lot of bands with that huge production where they rely on the flashing lights and the fireworks and pyro and dancers and all that, and then they don't give their own energy when they're performing. Whereas Bring Me the Horizon, it feels like they're giving 100% the entire time. They still got it, you know. So that would be a close second for me.
Nice. Yeah, definitely killer that you guys got to go through. Got to do that. I mean, you guys did some killer shit last year. I know we're running low on time, so I'll stop on mine. Rob, go for it.
Sorry. As I just lost the train of thought. Just give me 1 second.
As he's teeing up, I will allude. We can't announce it yet, but there's another big, louder than life-esque sort of thing that we're on this year. We can't announce it because the lineup hasn't been announced yet. But it's one of those things where we're like, is this going to be a one-time deal? And it seems like it's not, and it's happening again. So we are super stoked on that in 2023. And
that was actually going to be my next question after this set was what you got planned.
Beat you to it.
Yeah.
So that's part of it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm used to it. You guys usually do.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot happening this year. Just keep your eyes open on us. We'll show
Eyes open, ears open. I'll turn my
what
hearing
Josh
aids
is
in for
doing.
you.
You could just keep your eyes like this
Right.
all the time. You'll see Normundy. So
How big can your eyes be?
how big can my eyes be?
Yeah,
We
how
can
big
try
can you
that.
make them?
That's all I got.
That's it.
Oh shit!
And I love the smirk and smile he did with it on top of it. It's just like,
Well, you got to make it crazy. If it's not
Right.
crazy, it just looks
you
weird.
gotta look crazy. It defeats the whole purpose.
Seen Jake crazy.
All right. So, what was the best advice you ever given?
Ooh, practice. Quit fucking around and practice. That's the best advice
Yeah.
I've been given.
Who said that to you? I want to know who said it like that. I know
Is that
Andrew's
what-
probably said it to you. Or
Dude, a lot of people.
A few
It's
people.
Yeah, it's not just like
you
a
were
one-person
fucking
thing.
around a lot then. If a lot of people
Well,
were
no,
talking.
okay, so you got to understand a little bit background. I've been playing music literally my whole life. So, like, I mean, it's been Jake, you need to practice. Jake, you need to practice. And then, I'd practice those things and then I'd get better. And then, I'd kind of like taper off. And then it was like, later on in life, it's like 19, 20. Everyone's like, Jake, you need to fucking practice. Stop fucking around and practice. So, I mean, it just kind of got to that point. So, but I don't hear it anymore. So, because I practice.
Because I'm perfect.
Because I'm perfect. I don't fuck up.
So you listened. That's good. You
Right.
took that advice to heart. That's beautiful.
Right. It only took me 21 years. That's right.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to knock the hell out of somebody repeatedly before they get it through the thick skull.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Exactly.
Bane, what about you? Best advice?
I don't know. The cornball's gonna come out, but it's just one of those. Don't give up. Never give up.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something that you want to do it.
Yes, sir.
That's what I've lived by.
It's like the what's the other one that's similar to that? It's if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I like that.
Yeah, Mine would probably be. I know this is also cornball because it's a lyric of ours, but there's a reason for that. Speak and the universe listens, and it's the idea that you can manifest anything if you put your will into it and you put it out there. It'll circulate back as long as you continue to put your energy and your vibrations towards that thing. You're going to get some sort of response eventually. Which, piggybacking off what Bane said, don't give up on it, and you keep sending that energy to something, you're gonna get a response. It's like how you put all the rubber band, like the video of the dude putting all the rubber bands on a watermelon. Eventually it's gonna break, right? Like so he's putting all this potential energy around this thing, and eventually it goes kinetic and causes some sort of reaction. So that would be mine.
That's good. I like that one.
What's yours?
Yeah.
What's mine?
What's yours? Best advice. I'm curious.
It's better to be seen, not heard.
Fran, what about you?
I'm just smiling at what Moose just said.
Oh, what did he say? I missed it.
He said, if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming high enough. Sounds like a song lyric.
Honestly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm game. We're still very much deep in the writing process.
One sec, I'm copywriting that song.
Copywriting.
I gotta copyright this lyric real quick.
Check the copyright on that. It might not be a copyright. You might be good to go on that one. But the best advice I've ever given, I've been given, it's always my dad. I'm not the type to back down. And everyone's heard the old term, never give up, never surrender. Mm-hmm. My dad says the same thing. Just don't go to jail.
Right, yeah.
Just don't end up in jail getting there. He said, it's, if you really believe in it, even if people are against you and you believe you are right, do it. Go to the next level. Do whatever you can. He's given me so much advice and so many ways to basically say, fuck the system and screw the rules. You're gonna break rules the whole way. It's the only way you can move forward. If you follow everyone's rules, then you're just their patsy. You become their puppet doing it their way. And I've never been good with following rules. And
you?
I've never been the type to do what I'm told. I've always gone very far left. And I've always done my own thing, and only a few times it's gotten me into trouble, and I've learned what not to do the next time. I'll do the same thing. I'll just go about it a different way.
Yeah.
But just never stop. Never give up. You're gonna have people who are gonna have there's still not as many now, but 5 years ago, before the Savage, everyone's like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You're not a musician. Never. Don't listen to people. Yeah. You can take their advice with a grain of salt. Throw it out over your shoulder, or do something about it. My dad's is the only one I actually listen to because he thinks a lot like me. Don't if they're against you, throw it back in their face. Don't just walk away. Stomp up. That's kind of how I've done it. I'll just step up. Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't let life keep you down. If you get knocked down, get the fuck back up.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Sure, take it all in stride, if you will.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get up swinging. Get up swinging.
Yep.
Beautiful. Full circle.
So, all right, to finish off that question, how we started out, what else you guys got planned for 2023?
Yeah, Jake, you wanna kick it off? I know you're content man, right?
So we're probably going to be. Well, I've got a few videos in the works right now. We've been recently just launched our Behind the Lines series on YouTube. So Josh takes time to discuss lyrics for all the songs from Enter the Void, and I think moving forward we're probably going to continue to do that.
You just started that last month, right? In December?
Yeah, we just launched that in December. So go check it out. If you're curious about our lyrics, we are attempting to release weekly. It may be bi-weekly sometimes, but you'll at least get something once a month from YouTube, and TikTok is popping off pretty big. We're going to be hitting that hard as well. So go give our TikTok a follow as well if one of you guys want to put that information in the comments, that would be great.
At Normundy Band for literally everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I
Easy.
thought. But so yeah, at Normundy Band for everything. Go check us out on YouTube and TikTok, because I think those are a couple markets we're going to be hitting really hard. We are still in the works for some other content coming up, but I think that everyone's going to enjoy it. We had a little taste of some of the things to expect dropped on our Facebook. No, I'm talking about a video.
Embarrassing Jake. We played a prank.
Embarrassing the shit out of me. But you know, at the end of the day, it's about, you know, hey, we're entertainers, so let's entertain as in all areas that we can. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more content that's behind the scenes, a lot more raw with everybody in the band, to kind of coincide with the music that we are planning to release later. I will not express any other information beyond that, but we do have some other things in the works as well.
Okay, so now if you're going to be doing that show, you said you want to do it once a week, but it might be bi-weekly or once a month. Is there a specific date you're going to do that on?
Typically, probably Mondays. I think
Mondays at night.
Yeah. Well, Mondays probably in the morning. I mean, we'll drop them on Mondays by like 10 a.m. I think is a pretty good time for us anyway. So, but yeah, so we'll be dropping Behind the Lines 10 a.m. on Mondays, weekly as we can.
Videos weekly. Yeah, it might be other things, like might be a performance video, might be a short. But yeah, like Jake said, I think we'll be doing like Behind the Lines specifically, probably once a month or so. Yeah. On the music front, we'll, like I said earlier, the plan is basically one single a quarter, because singles are currency now as bands, as quoted by 21 Pilots. So, you know, I am an album guy. I'm an album listener, like full-length records. That's my shtick, but I know I am very much in the minority on that nowadays. Like, I'm the dude who, my favorite bands drop 7 singles, and I listen to none of them because I'm like holding out for the full record experience when it comes out.
No, I do the same thing though. I mean, well, now I do listen to singles now, but I'd rather hear the whole record and just play the hell out of it back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Well, and I used to be stubborn, and I was like, with our first record, okay, let's not do a bunch of singles. Let's just drop the full record. And you know, some sense was talked to me. So with Enter the Void, I think we did 7 singles, and we saw the results. You know, it just works a lot better that way nowadays. Philip says that's the model now. Singles money for sure. And so that's what we're doing. I don't think we'll really ever do EP though. I think we'll continue to do full length records, because it creates something where if you want to dive deep as a fan and really get immersed into our message and our sound, it provides an avenue to do that. But by leaking the singles for 18 months or so leading up to the release of that record, it gives the majority of the audience, the people who listen to music and like that mainstream,
builds the anticipation.
It builds the anticipation. Yeah, it allows you to create kind of a wave and a snowball that you can jump on.
Well, notice if you're telling a story, like if you're telling a story, me personally, I wouldn't want to listen to one song then have to wait 6 months for the other part of it. Like if you're just producing songs that don't coincide with each other, I'm okay with that. But when you're telling a story, then
we gotta wait 6 months for part 2. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's the approach we take with the lyrical content. Is every single track is its own like isolated thing. Whereas with like the music video trilogy I had mentioned, like that was an extended sort of deal. The trilogy. Yeah. So I'd say that's like, you know, we have like a loose narrative that goes along with each of the records, but it by no stretch of the imagination it comes even close to like a concept album. Like that's just not our space. We like to keep it more personal experience, and vibe off of that, and like life lessons learned and spiritual things and all that kind of jazz, as opposed to like building a concept album. So that's, I think, another reason why the single approach seemed to work well for the last album cycle, and why we're doing it again, because all of the tracks we're dropping, like Stride is about pushing through adversity, but the next song might be like anti-establishment kind of deal. That it's not, but like that could be the type of vibe for the next song, and then the next song could be about like escaping a toxic person. So each of the tracks have their own individual flavor, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
so
more
when are you going to
sense.
release the second trilogy? You got that in my head now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, so the next
Leave it alone.
Yeah, right. The next
Leaf.
scene. Oh,
shit.
That's funny.
Where's the exit button? Where's the exit button? I gotta get out of here.
Exit, Jake. I wish
I'm leaving. No,
wish
I'm
you
kidding.
would.
I'm joking. I'm joking. You wish I would?
Yeah, I wish you would. It's hump day. So, now we're our next.
Say what?
There hasn't been
What
one of
was
those
that?
this
Hold
whole time,
on.
so I was like,
What was
the
that?
fuck?
I haven't
just,
seen anything like that happen this entire time.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was like, did I just get a
What was that?
virus? What's going on?
That's what I was thinking. It's like exit, 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 exit.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So our next single will be dropping in Q2. We don't have an exact date yet. The next part of the trilogy, just because those music videos as a DIY independent band, those cost a lot of money to create. Just going to be completely transparent. If I'm anything, I'm honest, and that's the biggest thing that holds back from doing a full-fledged music video for every song we release. Because if we could, fuck yeah, we do it. We're all down to put the work in, but yeah, it's just the cash. And like I said, our videographer Yog, he puts a ton of time into polishing everything. So I want to make sure that good work gets compensated. That's something we all believe in, whether it's a band that opens for us or a photographer that works for us. Everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid, even if it puts us in the red. Everybody gets paid at the end of the day.
I know that feeling.
Right. So that's the philosophy, and we want to pass that forward. And so to get these high quality videos that we want and that the fans now expect, we have to space them out. But we don't want that to limit the amount of music we can be pushing out. So our game plan right now is do more visualizers for some of these tracks that are released in between the ones that are going to have full-fledged music videos associated with them, as a way to create something that's visually engaging, something we can still push out on socials and advertise and all of that, and is still on brand and builds out that loose narrative a little bit more. It's just a lot more affordable for us, and it kind of takes everything in a different direction too, and lets us play with some of the messaging and all that as well.
Right. I mean, this is all DIY. I mean, at the end of the day, we are tackling this. Each and every one of us are really taking kind of, some of the helm here. Excuse me. And just really putting all of our heads in this. It takes a lot of work. I really just work on this stuff if I'm not working. So, I mean, it just takes a lot to put in, and it takes a lot of time, especially when you don't have a whole lot of people backing you, not necessarily not backing you, but just we don't have a lot of that, extra background stuff coming in that a lot of these professional artists have.
Right.
Excuse me. And I think that's the biggest part of it. And I think for what we're able to do, I think we're able to push a lot of very meaningful stuff to a lot of very meaningful people. So.
Absolutely.
Well, definitely looking forward to it. I mean, 2022 was good to you guys, and but with all the shows and everything, dropping the single again, congrats to that. Of course, signing with Curtain Call Records, that's awesome.
Yes.
Hell yeah, and they are affiliates of ours too, because we are involved, with the Savage Ladies. I'm, affiliated with Jay Ramsey, Rock Rage Radio, and Rock Rage is owned by the same owner. As Curtain Call Records was his John Kunz.
Yeah, John K. I don't remember. Coons.
That's awesome, you guys. Congratulations.
John Coons.
And 2023 blessings. Definitely, you guys are just going to keep going, and you deserve it. You guys are killing it.
Thank you.
I'm really proud
One
of you
other
guys.
thing, we're doing a dope merch drop in a month or so. dope merch drop. It's going to be a package of a few things, and that's not something that we've pushed super hard. Like, obviously we push merch, but we haven't done like limited run, only 50 produced, whatever, like that type of deal before. And we're starting to do that this year because that's, that's what the big boys do, and obviously it works, and people want those like more rare limited products. And so we're going to be starting that this year, and we are very excited about that as well.
All right. So so based on that, is there anything else you'd like to tell your fans or the public?
We love you.
You'd like to give to other musicians?
We love you. Keep watching. Share it to your friends. Yes. Tell people about us. I mean that. Even if you share it, you may not be into this genre of music. I know a lot of people are not, but I do know a lot of people are, and even if you don't like it, if you know one of us, if you like the message that we're sending, share that, because you could possibly reach somebody that's wanting to be incorporated in this kind of style and this kind of message that we're trying to send out. So that's my advice.
Yeah, Bane, you got anything? Any goodies you want to share?
I think Bake surmised everything pretty well for it. So
they call me Bake around here.
We do, yeah.
No reason. It's just my name with a B instead of a J.
Yeah, well, I want to just say two quick things. One being thank you to everybody, like the long-term fans who gave Bane such a warm welcome. This is Bane's first song. Stride was Bane's first song with Normundy. We did shows all through last year, but this is the first recorded thing. What's up, Zach? This is the first recorded
cuties. Aw.
Yeah, he's the homie. They're in a band called Moonside from Indy, and also if you like Nintendo Core, check them out. Moonside.
My boys in Moonside.
Homies. But no, getting that reception has just been phenomenal. I haven't seen anything other than people saying that he did a 10 out of 10 delivery on this song, and it's just better and better with every subsequent release. And then second, obviously, the same thing that we say on stage, just be good to each other. Remember that we're all connected with one another. We're all kind of different waves in the same ocean. So everything you do is going to have a ripple effect, and remember that. And so just do good, spread love, squash any hate wherever you see it, speak up, because you can't. We're all living on a moving train, and you cannot afford to be neutral on a moving train. You're going to fall over. Mm-hmm. So make sure you're moving. Make sure you're moving in the right positive direction. Just share that love and positivity.
I like that. Good. Awesome. Rob?
No, I want to thank everybody for showing up. This is going to be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and probably TikTok later.
All right.
So if fans wanted to check out your music and see what you're about, what platforms can they find you on?
Oh, boy. Let's hit them. Let's hit them with the checklist. So, Normundy.com. First, for anyone who doesn't know, Normundy is Normundy. It is named that because if we had spelled it with an A like the actual city, you would never find us when you Google us. So it's a U.
And they're all caps.
You'd get history.
All caps, yes.
All caps, yes.
Yeah.
So Normundy.com is where you can find everything, but we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on every single streaming platform under the sun. If you go to Normundy.com/stride, STRIDE, you'll find a page that has all the stream links for our new song, like for that song specifically. And then we got merch, all that shit online on our web store as well. Again, that's at Normundy.com. So if you want to support, that's the best way to do it. Puts money in the gas tank so we can tour, and puts money into those music videos I was talking about that we love doing but are very expensive. We don't take any money for ourselves at this point at all. Every penny we make goes back into the band. So know that anything that you send our way, it's just going to go into making more music and more great products for you guys. So that's where we're at, and we love you guys, and thank you for the support.
Awesome. Again, thank you for being here. Rob, thank you for letting all of us be here and joining you tonight.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, dog.
Thank you, guys.
Happy Wednesday to everyone.
Hump day. said it wrong.
Yeah. How many times am I gonna say it? No, if I keep saying it, I'm gonna just get my hopes up. Okay.
I know. Well, you're gonna be sending a business email next week at like 8:05, like, hey, I'll be updating. Oh.
I'm gonna get my hopes up. I'm tired of doing that.
Right.
Not to announce
All
that
right.
I'm, national fucking internet, but I just did.
It's
Anyway,
all right, y'all. Have an awesome evening. Thank you again.
you guys, mad love
Have a
and
great
respect.
night.
Looking forward to seeing you this year and see what else you got.